Everybody, my name is Waterdog, and today we got a lot of big news going on with the Battlefield series. So, as you can see right here, I'm playing the Final Stand trailer for the Battlefield 4 Final DLC. And as you can see here, what are all these weird structures looking like? And what is this? And you'll see in a second. What is this floating tank thing right there? Well, a lot of you probably don't or don't know, but a lot of the Battlefield veterans will. This is actually some stuff that you saw in Battlefield 2142. It was an older Battlefield game released in about 2006, I think, was when it was released. And apparently the new Final Stand DLC is going to contain weapons from the old Battlefield game. It's supposed to be some prequel thing, and it's supposed to be like some secret storage facility. Now, if my voice doesn't sound as like it normally does, it's because I'm sick and I've got some weird cold virus, flu, something. I don't know what it is. But you can see it's a lot of new weapons, and you're going to see some mech walkers here in a second. Or maybe you just saw them. But anyways, what this trailer says to me, is this like a teaser for an upcoming Battlefield game? Because like we all know Visceral's making Battlefield Hardline, and right now I'm showing you the Battlefield 2142 thing, the trailer for that, so that way you can see what it looks like and understand some of it. But Is this like a prequel to like an upcoming Battlefield game? Are they gonna make Battlefield 2143? Is DICE gonna work on that? Is that what's gonna come out after Battlefield Hardline? And I personally would love to see Battlefield 2143. I would prefer they use a different engine, and this is just me, but the Frostbite engine has probably one of the best graphical processes of any game out there. Frostbite 2 is amazing. Frostbite 3 is ridiculous. The only thing for me that doesn't cut it is the netcode has been so bad in BF4. And it's been fixed a lot. I don't want to be, another one of those guys who just downplays BF4 because of its netcode issues. BF4 is a fun game in my opinion, you know what I mean? And it's a fantastically crafted game. But another thing I want to do is I want to see what DICE could do with modern graphics engines. I wonder, could they make Frostbite 4? Could they just leave the graphics throughout at the same level and make Frostbite 4 have a fantastic netcode and leave the graphics alone? Because let's be honest, if they let the graphics alone and just focused on netcode, Battlefield 2143 could be a ridiculously fun game. And another thing I want to know is, I wanted to tell you actually, is that you can actually play the Final Stand maps now if you are a Battlefield 4 Premium member on PC. The CTE clients are now playing those maps. Now, be warned, if you play those maps, they're going to be pretty buggy because it is like an alpha of the new DLC, and it's not supposed to come out till like October. I think they probably delayed it because now that Battlefield Hardline's not coming out, it probably gives DICE LA more time to make the DLC and make it bug-proof, which might have been another reason for delaying Hardline till March, which I think is fine because, to be honest, I'm not quite ready for a new Battlefield game yet, and I'd much prefer that they release a new Battlefield game every 2 years. That's just me because I feel like they can make the game better. And, yeah, so another thing I wanted to say is, what would the combat be like in Battlefield 2143? You know what I mean? Would it be sort of like the past few years we've seen a lot of different gameplay changes. You've seen Bad Company series come out. Bad Company 2 was the one that really focused on destruction in the multiplayer, and it was all destruction. It was very infantry centric, but everything kind of flowed right. And it was one of my favorite Battlefield titles of all time. I'm debating between if Battlefield Bad Company 2 or BF3, as I'm showing you right now. Look at this ridiculous rampage I go on right here. Holy crap. But I'm debating whether I like BF3 or Bad Company 2, you know what I mean? Better. But anyways, what would the combat be like? Would it be really destructible, like Bad Company 2? Or would it be really not saying that Battlefield 3 didn't have a lot of destruction in it. Or would it be more a gun-on-gun, bigger map-centric like BF3 was? Or would it be really heavily vehicle-centric like BF4 is? You know what I mean? Because all three of those games have different combat scenarios, you know what I mean? Whereas BC2 is really infantry-centric, BF3 and BF4 are more, especially BF4 is more vehicle-centric. But would Battlefield Hardline's going to have its own kind of mix of, Bad Company. It's more like it reminds me more of BF3 than I think anything. I haven't quite gotten my I haven't played Hardline yet, but I can't really tell if it seems more like BF3 or more like BF4. Right now I'm kind of leaning in the middle more towards BF3 because there's not as many vehicles in it. But what kind of combat would we expect from 2143? I mean, like, I don't know if they put a lot of destruction into it because the future weapons, the lasers, how would they, not everybody carried around a laser, but how would they, go into a futuristic game? Would they want lasers to blow up stuff? You know what I mean? And one thing I've been really pushing for is that Bad Company 2, everything in every single map in Bad Company 2 is destructible. Like, every little living object was destructible. And something about that was great is that it allowed the entire map to be changed. It's not like in Siege of Shanghai, an entire skyscraper falls over. But it's kind of a disappointment that you can bring down all of the skyscrapers. Now, I realize the netcode in BF4, that would kind of crash every single server. But maybe that'd be something they can put into. And another thing is, whatever happened to Bad Company 3? Like, I know a lot of people are still waiting on that. Like, are we going to have to wait 3, 4, 5 years to get it? Because we're finally getting Star Wars Battlefront 3, which is something that we've been waiting. Anybody who's played that on the old PlayStation 2 and the original Xbox, that's being designed by DICE right now, so that's coming out this year. And I think that's being really downplayed by a lot of Battlefield YouTubers, is that Battlefront 2 is probably going to feel, Battlefront 2, sorry, Battlefront 3 is probably going to feel a lot like Battlefield, you know what I mean? It's basically going to be it's basically going to be like a Battlefield game just with Star Wars in it, which is another thing, is maybe all these laser stuff, the railgun you've seen earlier, and all that stuff, is it gonna be like, can't talk today, is it gonna be a Battlefront 3 beta, or is it gonna be something else, you know what I mean? That's what I was thinking, but like, kind of a Battlefront 3 beta. But that's gonna wrap up the video. I hope you guys enjoyed my crazy commentary. I'm gonna keep up on this news, and I'll see you guys later. Make sure to subscribe. Bye, guys.